Bettina Mäh worked for German drugstore chain Schlecker. So did Annemarie Keller for 10 years. And Karin Meinertz was there for 11 years. Now they're going out on their own. Schlecker went bankrupt earlier this year. But these three former employees are opening their own store, called Drehpunkt, in the town of Erdmannhausen in southern Germany. They're preparing to open for business in 48 hours. There are still a few problems, but these women won't be deterred. They're shaping their own futures. Several months ago, things looked very bleak. Schlecker closed stores across Europe. 24,000 workers in Germany alone lost their jobs. Almost all were women. The three were among them. But now they're opening their drugstore and need to learn all aspects of the business. Karin's learning about the computerized till from IT expert Uli Neumann. He's offered his services for free. Just 44 hours to go, and not even one cake of soap is on the shelves. But where there's a will, there's a way. Karin explains that the only other alternative was to be unemployed, and this makes a lot more sense. She says she likes being her own boss and having two partners to discuss business matters with and make decisions with. Finally, the wares arrive. A truckload of detergent, baby food, toilet paper, kitty litter, and confectionery. "40 hours till the doors open. The women are impatient. They want the truck to hurry up and park. Inside are goods worth 35,000 euros. The next step is one the women are very familiar with from their years in Schlecker stores. Everything has to be unpacked. Karin asks me to put my camera down and give them a hand. Why not, I think. The clock is ticking. 38 hours to go. Under strict supervision, I sort various products onto the shelves, all arranged according to brand. But having let go of my camera, I don't get it back so easily. There used to be Schlecker stores on practically every corner. In small towns, they'd sometimes be the only place where people could buy the things they needed without driving somewhere. The bankruptcy left a huge hole in Germany's retail sector. When the Schlecker branch where Annemarie worked closed, she thought she'd never get another job. She's 58, and there's not much opportunity in this rural district. It was the trade union that came up with the idea. Former Schlecker workers should take over the shops themselves. And in 35 hours, our women will be doing just that. It still looks like chaos, but a sense of humor helps. Karin says they're swimming in tea, of every kind imaginable. And after you've drunk a cup, you can put the bags on your eyes to reduce dark shadows. Fennel and chamomile work the best. Major German wholesalers are helping out by supplying the wares at good prices. This is an advantage few small shops can get. Everyone's filling the shelves as fast as they can. There's not much time for chat anymore. The opening is looming ever closer. Annemarie has forgotten how the animal food is supposed to be arranged. She calls to Karin for advice. Should she start putting hamster food at the beginning of the shelf, and then the bird food?
Gedöns und dann so ähnlich wie wir es kennen. Wir sind etwas
Karin says it's a bit of a shambles, but they'll try and fit everything in according to plan. And if that doesn't work, they'll move things. Top priority is filling the shelves, then the price tags. But perhaps that can wait. If they try to do everything today, something's bound to go wrong. 24 hours to go, and the wares are ready for sale. I jump in the car and head off to Bietigheimbuch, a village 20 kilometers away. 6 months ago, there was a Schlecker store here too. The old sign is still hanging over the entrance. Here too, former Schlecker workers are taking over the shop premises. In 5 weeks' time, they want to be open for business. But there's still a lot to get done. The women are doing a lot of the renovating themselves. Most never dreamt that one day they'd be running a shop. Marina Jurich and Birgit Schuster tell me it's taken a lot of work. And becoming self-employed at their age is quite a risk. But it's also an adventure, and they're determined that it will succeed. Such optimism is infectious. And I let myself be persuaded to help remove the traces of the past. This is more than a symbolic act. The name Schlecker, once seen all over Germany, is vanishing. At the local market, the women advertise their new business. They let the women at the cheese stall know that they're reopening the drugstore. They suggest she comes there to shop. They want to win the locals not just as customers, but also as investors, providing startup capital. Even as little as 50 or 100 euros as a help. In return, they get a voucher to use in the store. This woman says she's looking forward to coming. Older people especially are excited about being able to shop locally again. The more locals who invest in the project, the easier the venture becomes. This woman is happy to invest 50 euros immediately. And the new entrepreneurs know they haven't got just a bit of capital, but also a potential customer. The next morning, back in Admannhausen, 2 minutes to go. And disaster strikes. Bettina explains that the till isn't working. There's a problem with the software. They'll have to get somebody in to reinstall the software and get it going again. Otherwise, she says, they'll have to record their sales on paper, like in the old days. But a knight in shining armor arrives. Annemarie's son knows about computers. He's dragged himself out of bed to come to the rescue. It's not easy. He has to ring for advice from the IT expert who set up the cash register. The new managers wait anxiously. What a thing to go wrong on their very first day. But the problem is fixed. And the official opening goes ahead as planned. The former Schlecker store has reopened under a whole new identity. I'm not the only journalist in the shop. There's huge media interest in this quite remarkable venture. I find it difficult to get an interview. The 3 shop assistants turned store owners have become celebrities. This satisfied customer says she hopes the 3 women will stay just as they are. A smile goes a long way, she says. The new drugstore is intended to be more than just a business. It's the village shop, where you're on first-name terms with the person behind the counter. The three owners hope it'll boost community spirit, with people helping each other in bad times as well as good. And even the owner of the building is backing that. The landlady wishes them well. She's offering very good conditions for a start. And if there are problems and business isn't so good, she'll be open to discussion about lowering the rent. The end of the day, and the last customer is being served. The shop is closed. Anna-Marie says they're delighted it all went so well. They're very pleased with the volume of sales. 2,013 euros in 5 hours. Not bad. Karin explains they had a lot of stress in the last few days because the wares arrived so close to the opening date. They worked almost around the clock for 2 days straight filling the shelves. She says she felt it was a success. So many customers came and sales were very good. She hopes that business will continue to be so good. Bettina says they really enjoyed themselves. Sometimes she was close to tears because it was all so emotional. But she says they're happy they've survived the day, and they'll be happy to get home. I head for home too. In this area, 15 such shops are planned. And if they're successful, then more will follow in other parts of Germany.